Hello and welcome back, guys. I don't know if there's anybody in yet, but if there are people here, welcome to the stream. And I can see there are like three viewers at the moment, I think. And probably people are here to see the demise, to see the sacking that is possibly going to go on. Hey, Gobby, yeah. And it is possible to get sacked in this game. You've always got to remember that. And I've been like, it's really interesting because I've been thinking we could be getting sacked since this save began. And I can remember in even in the early days thinking this team is not playing together, and I remember even once I changed the instructions in a game to exactly the opposite of how I wanted them to play, and it seemed to work, and we actually managed to get a result in that game. And just for some reason, this team has not functioned together ever since we began the save, and I've been facing the sack all the way through, and and that is the way it is, and it's come to a head. And if you were with us last, yeah, Gobby, you were here last time. You'll have seen that the squad came to me and said we don't want to come to work anymore. It's so bad here. And so this is new to me, and I have no idea how to deal with this. I last got sacked about 3.5 years ago, I think, in about 2019, I think it was when I got sacked last, and that was basically because results were poor. And I went on a bad run and I never recovered from that bad run. And the board were not very sympathetic at all. It was not to do with losing the dressing room. And I've never had a problem in the dressing room like this before. And yet, if I go and look at the dynamics, managerial support is very good. And it does say you've got a strong influence over a number of the players. You've got strong relationships with a number of the players. So it's not about me. And there's a video I'm going to do on commitment. And I was going to do the video on two levels of commitment, the two levels in the game of commitment. And I'm going to add a third now to that because they're not very committed to each other. That is the problem with this team. The other two levels, of course, are how committed the team is on the pitch and how committed they are to you. And both of those I know that you can use to your advantage. And I don't really know how to deal with this problem that they are not committed to each other. And one of the things that I had to do, of course, is to look at the training. And we've changed the training. We're doing a lot of team bonding, community outreach. We're putting a bunch of teamwork in here. And looking at the calendar for next month, we're going to continue along that team bonding, teamwork. We're going to try getting them working together. We got, again, teamwork, team bonding, teamwork. We got teamwork, team bonding. We're going to have to try and get them working together, and two teamworks, team bonding, community outreach again. And that is one way that possibly we're going to be able to address that situation. And then the other way I was thinking about it is mentoring groups. And so we set up some mentoring groups. But then I started to think about this is to change. When you do this, you're looking to change people's personalities. I don't really want to change people's personalities at this point. And I'm thinking I should maybe alter these groups and just put similar personalities all in one group so that if they are of a similar personality, it doesn't matter on their position, on how much they get out of the group or how much they have an influence on it. I think putting them maybe together in similar personalities might have an impact, might start creating social groups. And you can see in this one, I've got mixed personalities in here, and players don't belong in here. We do need a team leader in there. And so maybe I should have two more balanced personalities in this group. So let's take this one out and this one out. And then maybe just put Aspria and Leonardo. Can I just move them this way, I wonder? In No, I can't. Maybe I can go to right click, move to group. Can I? Nah, I have to actually physically do it. That's a bit of a shame. So if I go here and then maybe take out Aspria and Leonardo, and then I take those out of there, Aspria, Leonardo, and then go and add them to that group up the top, which hasn't happened. Oh, why does it do this? Take that out there. Oh, it's up here. So then add player, Aspria, Leonardo. Add those players into that group. Now I have a group where they're actually all the same personality, but they have a team leader in that mentoring group. Now, I have no idea if this is going to work. Now, let's say we have Scott Twine, who's fairly professional. So we want to put professional people in that group. So let's take Costilio, and let's take him out. Costilio, professional, any other professionals, and Therese Campbell. So let's put those in there. Where was it? What did I do there? There's no undo button here, of course, is there? I don't know who was at the top there, but I was looking at professional players in there, wasn't I? So somebody who's professional. Let's take those out. And we have balanced, ambitious. What have we got that we can add to this group? Resolute. Oh, no. We don't really have a lot of more balanced, do we? So these two should go into group 1. So they're balanced. Yeah, he should go into group 1. And Samuel Bastian can go into group 1. So we're starting to build up groups that are similar in the way that they, in their personality. So then maybe we need to get, maybe we'll take him out of that group because he doesn't really fit. Fairly sporting is not the same as ambitious. In fact, it's an opposite end of the spectrum. We have ambitious, so we want professional people in this group. So we'll take out the perfectionist and we'll take out fairly sporting, and we'll put professional people in this group. And we fairly professional, and we'll add those players to the wrong group. Oh, this is so difficult to maneuver. Professional, where's those professionals? Oh no, they're in the right group. So we have a bunch of players now who are fairly professional, all working together. So we'll add a group. We'll call this mentoring group 4. And let's have a look who we can put in there. Well, we do need someone to be a team leader in there. Oh, we do have another professional there. So he's ambitious, perfectionist. So we'll put Amadeich. He's a perfectionist. So he can go into this group with the misfits. And let's see who we can put into that group. Of all the ones who don't, perfectionist, fairly ambitious, maybe that kind of player can go in here. There's so many glitches in this game. You have to be so careful where you put the mouse. It's just unbelievable. So let's put fairly ambitious, determined. Again, that pop-up screen. Determined, resolute. We have another balance there. And resolute. Fairly ambitious. So we'll add those players to that group, and we've got another group who are pretty similar. And then maybe ambitious. What have we got here? Ambitious. Well, we've got one fairly determined and one professional. So the professional can go in here. And we've got... What have we got left? Determined. I thought we had a group that had determined. We don't have many determined players, do we? That's interesting. So we'll just add the rest to Christian Bake. It's just balance. So we'll just add the rest. We'll call them the misfits. Makuta is fairly determined, though. Makuta. Maybe he should be in a different group. Fairly determined. Let's move Makuta and put him in the ambitious perfectionist category. And now we created well, it's the estimated effect is about changing their personality, isn't it? I have no interest in changing their personality. What I'm trying to do here is put similar personalities into groups and hope that they can bond, they form relationships. And because without relationships between the players, then we have nothing to work on. So there's some of these players, if I ask my assistant to assign, he'll probably change it all, because there are like players in this group, that Leonardo and Bastian, who are going to get nothing out of it. 3 are going to get nothing out of it. But their influence on the group is the same. And so hopefully they'll start to build relationships. That's all I can think of to do, is to change the team training so that there's a lot more teamwork, and see if we can't put some groups in there where we have similar personalities working together. I don't know how to do this. This is totally new to me. But all we can do is give it a try. And I wonder if you have to save that, and I've lost it all now, which would be a shame if I have, because I'm not doing it again. I'll just get sacked instead. But no, we still have those groups there, and they're all similar personalities. Each group has a team leader in there, and we have a perfectionist in there. We have an influential player in this group as a team leader. We have a highly influential player in this group as a team leader. And we have 2 leaders in this group. So I'm hoping that this will create relationships between the players. That's all I'm actually hoping that will happen. At this point in time, I don't want to change personalities. I'm not really interested in changing personalities. I'm interested in just trying to get them to work together, because that seems to be the problem. If they don't want to come to work and work with each other, that is a big problem. In the meantime, we have to look and take into account the schedule. Leeds away was a tough start to the season. We've made tons of changes to the team. And so losing 1-0, to lose 1-0 away is not actually a bad result. Liverpool, we lost 4-1. I mean, come on, lots of teams are going to lose to Liverpool 4-1 or even more over the course of the season. I thought we were really unlucky against Chelsea. That penalty at the end cost us a point there. We were really unlucky. And against Manchester United started well. We performed better when we went into the low block. And after we went into the low block, United didn't score again. Even though they were the better team, we managed to contain them and keep it to 2-0. Those are not that bad in terms of results. Liverpool, we took the lead against Liverpool, so I don't think on the pitch, we've done that badly, because if these games had been scattered throughout the programme and we'd lost those games, we wouldn't be complaining about it. It would be, oh, well, we've just lost to Man United. That was to be expected. But unfortunately, 4 defeats on the bounce does now mean that we have to win. And we need to get this team used to the feeling of winning. And so how we beat Exeter, who are just a League One team, and they're not even doing that well in League One, if we have a look at... They have just recently lost, but they're doing okay, I guess. They've won 2 and lost 1 in the league. They beat Northampton from League 2, I think they will be. So I don't think that we should be even... Why am I not getting reports? Oh, maybe we're at the start of the week. Maybe that's why. So we've made changes to our training. Got a lot of team bonding, a lot of teamwork. We've got to start putting results together. If it doesn't happen quickly, then, as somebody suggested last time, we are going to be out of a job very, very quickly. So we do have to take this team very seriously. And we can see immediately they like their long ball. And we have to be set up in order to cope with the long ball. Apart from that, they don't have anything else that we should worry about. They're pretty poor dribblers, so we should be closing them down. They're not very good at marking. I'm looking to see if tackling is in here. It's not, because if they can't tackle, don't anticipate very well, then we should be running at them. So jumping reach, aggression, they lack aggression, so we should be getting in their face. Defensively, they have low quality at left wing back. Maybe we should be focusing down the right. Dribbling, finishing, marking isn't very good. One-on-ones, reflexes for goalkeepers, first touch technique. First touch not being very good. We should be pressing high up the pitch, hoping to get them to make problems for themselves. They have poor technique, which also helps. Pace, they don't have. Tackling is not there, unfortunately. Maybe they are good tacklers. No, they're not. But they do have good work rate. They will put in a shift. But I think we should go and play attacking football. I think we should be playing our game. We should be playing positive football. And we should keep the high press. I'm going to push the line up and prevent short goalkeeper distribution and come off that for now. And then in transition, we should counter press. We should be getting at them and we should be attacking them. We should be playing at pace. I'm going to leave run at defence off at the moment, but I want them to be more expressive. I really want them to go out and enjoy themselves and play football here. And hopefully then we'll get a result. We are bottom of the league. We need to win something. I hope you're right, Gobby. I hope that we are in for a better run. And maybe it's going to... This game against Exeter, it's a kind draw for us. And maybe that will help us to turn things around. Team selection. I was also thinking for this game I should be playing my most determined players. Just in case we go a goal behind. I want players who can put in a shift. And I want players who are quite determined. And if I have a look at these players, like Leonardo. He's quite aggressive, which is good. He's got good work rate, so he'll put in a shift. And his determination is 13 determination, so he probably is a good bet. He'll put in a shift for us. And then Larson, I was thinking on the left wing, is 15 aggression. I want aggression out there. 11 determination, and he's got exceptional work rate. He'll put in a shift. Twine, not very aggressive, but he is quite determined. Good work rate. Hopefully he'll put in a shift as well. This is what I'm looking for in the players. Again, aggressive, Makuta, good work rate, good determination. He'll put in a shift for us. And I need players like that. Aggression, Diallo 14, determination 16, work rate 12. But he'll still, I think, put in a shift for us out there. Bastian, he has aggression 14, determination. So probably Bayek would be a better bet than Bastian. So if we replace him with Bayek, then what we've got is Bayek, aggression 14, determination 14, work rate. All of these players are going to be willing to... Hey, Luke, thanks for that, mate. All of these players are going to be willing to put in a shift. And the next thing after this, I'm going to check something else. And... again, aggression 13, determination 14, work rate 15. He'll put in a shift. He's not been in form, but we need to wind him up so that he will. This is a problem. Costinha on the right back. He's aggression 10, but he is determined and he's got good work rate. So he will also put in the effort on the pitch. Amadeus 14, 15, work rate 11, but I'll forgive him that work rate. Work rate 16, determination 14, aggression 12. So these boys are going to put in a shift for me. But I also want to check. So we look at their happiness, and he has no real opinion of me. That's okay. He's new into the club. We'll do the same for each of them. We're going to check their happiness. Recognizes he has little standing in the social group, holds no real opinion of you. He's new into the side. Twine, we should have some feedback from him. He holds me in the highest regard as a manager, and that's a good one. Makuta, let's go and have a look at him. No real opinion. He's new, but it's not negative. That's what I'm looking at. And then Diallo appreciates your position as a manager. It's not negative, and in fact it's not leaning on the slightly positive side. Players like Bayek hold you in the highest regard. So there isn't anything wrong with the way the players are interacting with me. And I think that's important. If you have some players that you are dodgy about, and you are fighting for your very life. You are what? Hey, Vince, good to see you, mate. You want players, if you're fighting for your job, you want to be playing players who not only have good determination, work great, they're aggressive. You want them to hold you in the highest regard, because then they know they are in a battle for your job and you could lose your job. So you're going to want players who have a good opinion of you playing for you. People who don't care about you, they're not going to put in the shift for you. As yet, we are not in a position where we are likely to be sacked, but a defeat here at Exeter, which is possible. We did lose to Coventry in pre-season, and we've lost Gabbia for... we got one of those 1 to 2 day injuries. I wonder if he'll be fit. He might be fit. Or it might be a good idea, maybe, to... Who is this? Striker. We don't want to worry too much about the transfer window at the moment. I do need to buy a striker. I'm waiting on the whether or not Who is that? Awanya. He could be a decent signing. His composure is pretty poor, though. 26-year-old with poor composure, I'm not quite sure. We do have like 2 days left, 2 or 3 days left. And as I said, I'm waiting for Weghorst to make his mind up whether he's staying or going. He's sitting in the reserves at the moment. And I think that there are a number of players who've been making life extremely difficult. We do have a winger attacking mid here who, again, he has those attributes that I'm looking for. Composure, decisions, concentration is very good. Is quite determined. Teamwork, work rate, vision, passing. He could play as an attacking mid or a centre mid. We definitely need a midfielder. We only have 3 at the moment, and he's within our price range. So we will be making a signing after this game. Who it will be, and Gabia is okay to play. And so I think that he wants me to play balanced instead of positive. He wants me to focus play down the left, and I'd prefer to play down the right if I was going to go either way, because they have a weak left back. And since we should be creating space on the right-hand side of the pitch, I think we should, if we're going to go anyway, we should focus play down the right. But I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to play positive. I don't think we should be getting the players worried about Exeter. And we're going to go into this game and try. And they are very tired as well. They are totally out of sorts. I'm going to have a look at the goalkeeper. There's a weak left foot. It's poor composure. I'm going to ask our players to close down the goalkeeper and put him on his left foot. And then we'll do what we do. He doesn't have the greatest of pace and he has a weak left foot. So we will close him down and put him onto his left foot. The wing back on the left side has no pace at all. He really is poor. I think we should be doing the same and hard tackling him. So we'll hard tackle him and turn him onto his right foot. Again, we should be just closing them down. But he doesn't have the greatest of creativity. Flair's poor, his passing's poor, his vision's poor. I think he's going to be playing as maybe... he's going to be sitting in there as... I don't know how they're going to play him in there. I'm quite sure what you would do with him. So I don't see him as an issue. I'm just going to close him down and turn him onto his left foot. Just make him panic a little bit. We don't need to tight mark him. Archie Collins, again, he's not the most creative player. He doesn't have any pace. But he's a little bit more creative than the others. I think we'll tight mark him, hard tackle him. And then that hopefully we should be able to take this midfield out of the game. Strikers, we're not defending very well, so this is much more of a problem area. Thanks, Vince. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, mate. And this is a bit of a problem area, defending. We've been defending very poorly. I want to tight mark him and turn him onto his left foot and hard tackling. But I think we'll just start with hard tackling him and turn him onto his left foot. If we've cut out these two midfield players and we're closing down their wing backs, then I don't think we will have a problem in terms of their attacking strengths. He is a little bit better of a player, but he's not very brave. We should hard tackle him and right foot. And we'll make a decision in a minute about whether or not to tight mark. We might tight mark Brown because he's going to be the one who's not wandering about too much. So we'll type Mark Brown. And that's it. I mean, I I have to think that this is a team that wins this football match. I think the players are in good spirits. They're not unhappy about the team selection. This is it. I think that if we don't win this, we are going to be in serious trouble. We need to step up our game. Yeah, I need to tell them that. And I need to also tell them that I trust you. They need to hear good things at the moment. If we're going to get morale up, if we can get a win and get them to know what it feels like to win instead of lose, then that'll be a good thing. And at the moment, we've pretty much dominated everything. Is the game going to be kind to us and let us score a couple of goals? 72% possession. We've had 2 shots, none on target. All the match momentum is with us. They don't look particularly threatening in any way. And we are totally ruling this game. But we've just got to hope that the game is going to be very kind to us and let us score a lot of goals. But at the moment, it's not working out that way. 20 minutes in, and it's still 0-0. Here is the first highlight, though. Kirkin finds Makuta. We've missed Makuta, I think. He's been out injured. And that, what kind of a header was that? And Leonardo has got his first goal for the club. Hello, Blob. Good to see you, mate. And that was a diabolical error in their defence. It's more what I'm used to seeing in our own defence. I think they could easily have cleared that. Kirkin's cross. He headed it back to his own goal. Leonardo's off the mark for Burnley. Nice for him to get a goal. I know it's only Exeter, but it's really important that we get a win here today. However, Exeter do have the next highlight. They haven't had any chances at all yet. And we just need to be good defensively. We've got a first team out here today against a League One opposition. And if we can't beat them, we're in serious trouble. And let's hope a number of the players have good games today. Nice pass over the top. Here's Leonardo again. And he can't put it away. But I'll even take a 1-0 victory here. It's just like, I would take a 1-0 victory. But they've given away a free kick. This will be their first effort on goal. And, oh, my lord, it just goes over the top. Did the goalkeeper get a touch to it? Yes, he did. Well done to Muric. But at the moment, Exeter are on the ascendancy, but it's headed out. Makuta will pick this up, will he? Yes, he will. And well won in midfield. Now spread it. Now spread the ball. Here, Muric. Amadozic. I mean, these are good players. Amadozic, Phillips at the back. They're all good players. Makuta is a good player. And so it's just morale. We've got to get their morale up. Yeah, your boy Leonardo, Gobby. A ball into Twine, and Twine's got one as well. And the referee, I think he's going to check VAR, is he? I have a funny feeling that was offside. Yeah. I think the 2 of them were offside there. 3 of them were offside, in fact. Unfortunately, nice finish by Twine. But nice to see us making chances, even if we're not going to hammer Exeter here today. Exeter are in. Nice tackle, but have we given away a penalty here? Yes, we have. We've given away a penalty. How can the game do this? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. It really does not like Burnley. Oh, he's missed it. And he never moved. The boy never moved. He just let Amadozic come and take it off him. Boys, what are you doing? No, we're not getting stuck in, so we shouldn't be giving away penalties. But we've got away with one there. What are you laughing at, Gobby? Are you laughing at my misery? There's another chance goes over the crossbar. We are totally annihilating them. We've only got the one goal, but I'll be happy with a 1-0 win. I really will. And I'd like it to be more. But 1-0 will do us fine. We are away. And it will just feel good for them to win a football match. And we're coming up to half-time. We've totally dominated the game. XG is just like... I'm going to say, yeah, you're doing well. You're capable of even better. You weren't that bad. You gave away a stupid penalty. And Leonardo's pleased with you weren't that bad. He knows himself then that he can do better. So hopefully they'll go out. They're getting very, very tired. And hopefully we will go out now. Twine, who still hasn't scored a free kick, with free kick taking of 17. And he still hasn't. Oh, he has. It's sneaked under the crossbar. We are 2-0 up. Exeter couldn't hit a barn door here. What was really funny about that penalty is he took the penalty and the ball came straight back to him, stopped about 2 yards away from him, and he never moved. And Amadosic just came in and just took it in front of him. I'd be so annoyed if my striker did that. Let's put this game to bed now, guys. Let's really go at him. Long pass over the top from Larson. Finds Twine. Ball inside. Leonardo puts it over the crossbar. Oh, it was actually put over the bar by an Exeter player. But I'll take this result. I'll be very happy with 2-0. I'll be very happy with 2-0. There's a corner, far post. Gabbia, who is having a pretty good game today. He has made it 3-0. We needed that. We absolutely needed this. And maybe now, with the 2 games that we got coming up, we might get some points in the Premier League as well. I think I'm thinking about playing a low block for the Premier League. I don't know if that is good or bad, but I think a low block might be a good idea, at least to start games. Let's make some changes here. Costantino is tired, is he? Or has he picked up a knock? Not quite sure what my assistant said there. He doesn't look tired to me. So he might have picked up a knock, which would be unfortunate. And here's Makuta. Let's get this ball forward. Well, not so, yeah, he's picked up a knock as he could see. That's not good news. Ball into Leonardo. 4-0. No, he can't put it away. Let's take off Coutinho. Costinha at this point. Let's bring on Connor Roberts. I don't want his injury to get any worse. We do have a corner. Far post again. It's gone out for another corner. Nice to see Scott Twine scoring a free kick. It's his first one. We've completely dominated the game. You'd expect to beat Exeter comfortably. That's how it's turned out. Let's make some more changes, shall we? Let's give this team a rest now. Oh, so close. So close. Time to give these boys a rest. Who needs a rest, I wonder? Well, the midfield could probably do with a rest, but I only have one midfielder I can actually put in there. So let's give Gabbia a rest. Bayek is tired. So we'll bring on Bastian. Bayek gets tired a lot, doesn't he? Despite the fact that he has good stamina, he does get tired a lot. And maybe Larson can have a rest. Let's bring on Aspria on, shall we? Let's bring Aspria on the wing. And then Nathan Phillips. Maybe Nathan Phillips needs a game. And that's the lot. So let's see this game out now. Let's be good defensively. Let's score another couple of goals. They are extremely tired now. And looking at it, are they getting tired down there? Any particular side? The left-hand side is tiring a lot. I think I'm going to say focus. Was it their left-hand side? Focus play down the left. They are. Oh no, it was down the right, wasn't it? Focus play down the right. But they are, look, Exeter, despite being exhausted and not having created much, they are going to score. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sometimes this game gives me the heebie-jeebies. Vince, it was 1-0 for an uncomfortable amount of time. It's more uncomfortable. I mean, it's my fault. I just changed both centre-backs. So the centre-backs are cold. I changed the DM and he was totally left on his own. So I guess it's my fault. But we should be good enough to see this game through now. And I mean, we are not particularly tired at all. We should be good enough to see them off. Another chance, another miss. I'm going to get, just to be sure, I'm going to go and look at the changes that they've made. We'll close him down, turn him onto his left foot. We will just do what we do. We'll close him down. Does he have a... Yeah, left foot. Just to be sure. And then Luke Thomas. No pace. He's okay, I guess. Tight mark him right foot. Just to be sure. We don't want super subs coming on and spoiling the party here. Let's get another one. 4-1 sounds a bit better than 3-1. Yeah, let's have another corner. Goal from a corner. Near post. Oh, headed away. And they are going to break. And do we have players back? Their shape there, they should be all together. Their shape there was terrible. But well done, Makuta. He's taken the ball off him. He hasn't had the greatest of games. And was Leonardo offside there? Was he offside? Yeah, being given offside. He was a mile offside. I don't think we need to check this. He was a long way offside. Could have had a hat-trick if he'd controlled himself a bit better. 2 offside goals for Leonardo, wasn't it? And Exeter, are they going to get a goal just to make me very nervous that it was a poor victory? Yeah, looks like. Oh, nice tackle. Very nice tackle. And we have won the ball. Aspria bringing it forward. Diallo. Let's find a nice pass. Roberts. Find the pass. Bastian. Nice pass. Twine picks it up. Bastian hits the crossbar. That's what he should not be doing. Is taking long shots. But okay. We've beaten them comprehensively, as we should do. Just haven't scored enough goals for my liking. And that's it. Looks like it's coming to an end. We'll take a 3-1. Quite happy with that. It is going to be time's up. And we have beaten them. So, nice to get a win on the board so that we can say, well done, and they're looking delighted. And even though it's only Exeter, that is important. It's really important. He's out for 1 to 3 days. When is the next fixture? Brentford on Sunday. I don't think I need to rest them, actually, do I? But I will rest them. Because we are a small squad still. So we will rest them. Just rest them for a day. Nobody else needs a rest. Marcos Leonardo has played 2 games. He's now a little jaded and could do with the rest. And this is all about. This is not about Leonardo. This is about the fact that we don't have a second forward. That's all that is. And no, I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to bring Weghorst back into the squad. I'm going to buy a forward. If Weghorst goes. If Weghorst doesn't go, he'll have to come back into the squad. And then we'll just put him on the bench until Leonardo gets injured, which he probably then will. Torino have made an offer to loan Diaz. And I think I need to go. What are we doing here? I do need a midfielder. 2 there. 2 there. I definitely need a midfielder. The right wing is a bit short. Left wing is pretty cool. Shadow striker, we have enough. Well, we can't afford to play him there, so we only have 2. It's a very small squad. Asprey. So I still have Campbell. And left back, we're okay. And yeah, I have made an offer for a left back, which is quite interesting. Baba Rahman. We made an offer for Baba Rahman. Looks like a decent player, and he only cost £500,000. He's 29 years old. Like, his history isn't that bad. He played 38 times for Reading on loan. He's been on loan the last couple of seasons. Can't get into the Chelsea team. Probably just decided he wanted to leave. He's considering a contract. Only cost £500,000. He's probably a good player. So we'll be good at right back. Arroyo can also play at left back. So we're good at left back. We're good at centre back. Centre mid we could do with one more player. And probably, if I can find an attacking mid and a right winger, that would be good. So it'd be a very small squad, but I don't have any money left. In terms of money, I've only got 9 mil left, and I'm already over the wage budget. Weghorst leaving. If he leaves, and Al Ittihad have made an offer of 16.25 million for him, which will then give us, what will that give us? 26 million. So we still could get 2 players in. 2 very, very good players in, but I need to look for those players. And he's on loan, so he's no good. What I'd really like is a centre mid. But he's not what I'm looking for. Let's go up here. Moriba A+. I guess he would be a very, very good player, but I don't have 28 million to spend. I wonder if I could get him on loan. Is he available for loan? He's just 20 years old. It's possible we could get him on loan. I'll go for that. The board are not willing to do that. But let's go to... And they won't let me do anything in terms of... They won't let me adjust. This game, it does my head in. It will not let you do things. When you have a cunning plan, he's a good player. But it will not let me bring him in. I can't even remember who he was now. Who was he? Can I get back that way? Moriba. Why won't it let me adjust the budgets? Stupid game. Mariba. Sometimes this game reminds me of like a 2-year-old child. It's like when it sees it's playing with some other 2-year-olds, and it just sees somebody has a better toy than he's playing with, and so gets a little tantrum and then goes and breaks the other kid's toy. And sometimes I think that game behaves like that. Like even in the Norwich save, the first thing it did this season was injure my striker who scored 40 goals last season. It's like if we can't stop him, we're just going to break him, so you can't use him. And sometimes this game behaves like a 2-year-old having a tantrum. So now I find a player, and the game decides, no, you can't adjust the budgets to buy him. And there should be an option to go to the board and say, look, why won't you let me adjust the budgets? Once Weghorst's done, we'll have plenty of cash in. I can't find him now. Where is he? What was his name? Was it Mariba? Yeah, it was Mariba. Let's put him on the targets list. We should still... Oh, brilliant news. Weghorst is on his way out. Absolutely brilliant. So now we have finances. Well, we're going to have to move it on a little bit. Move it on a little bit. Heads up at what? Oh, shut up. Ask Amadovich. This is probably not going to be able to sort that out. Yeah, of course, unable to. No, he's okay. He has decided, no, perhaps it's not a good idea to talk to you. Yes, I actually do believe sometimes it behaves like a spoilt child. And if you've got someone that's really good, then they just break it. So you can't use it. So we've solved that little problem then. And let's go back to who is it? Where was he? Where was he? Mariba. And let's go now and try and get him on loan. Let's see if we can't get him on loan. Yeah, I think we should be able to afford that. Let's go for that. Yep, they've gone for that. But the agent feedback is my client isn't interested in discussing a loan move. So we're going to get the message where he doesn't want to discuss terms. So he's not coming, so we need to look again. Would be lovely, though, if he had decided to come. Now, it is interesting that I am now allowed to do loans, whereas previously, if you remember, I was getting told that we were breaking the rules in terms of loans. But just suddenly now, the rules have gone. I sometimes don't understand what's going on. I really don't. So what have we got here? 7.4 to 9 million. VR. He could do the job. He could do a centre mid on support. Has all the attributes that I'm looking for. Doesn't have off the ball, but we'll forgive him that one. Doesn't need off the ball for this role. So he can tackle. His marking's not brilliant, but at least he can tackle. And he's got the Mentos. 25-year-old, 7.4 million. I think he's probably someone we're going to have to go in for. How much money have we got now? 22 million. I want 2 players. So let's go back to... Let's make an offer. If he wants to come. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to sign for Burnley. Ah, brilliant. We don't really have much choice here. He's a ball winner. I have no interest in him. Aguado, young. No, he's 27. Can't play there, really. He has the mentors that I need. Maybe can play as the centre mid on support. Yeah, he'd do a decent job there. And then we've got Boho, inverted winger, midfield. Nah. He might actually be a decent signing for the wing that I need. And can play as the attacking mid. He might be a pretty decent signing for that. Inverted winger. Finishing is good. I prefer him to play as an inside forward. Finishing is quite good. Long shot's good. So let's make an offer for him. Since there's very little, I don't want to pay all of this up top. We might, if we can keep this down to maybe 4 mil, and we might be able to get 3 players in. And then we'll add, let's say 2 installments. TV money will pay that for, take it up to 8. So let's take it down to 4.5 mil. That's the top, 8.6. And they've gone for that, which has only cost us 4 mil. You really do need to find a midfielder, though. We've only got 3 midfielders. And Mariba. We know that Mariba doesn't want to sign. Oh, okay. So due to the first option that we replaced with Monaco, should Monaco decide to match the 8.5 million bid, then their offer will also have been accepted. He is very interested in signing, wants to be a squad player. That's fine. We'll just get rid of all those to begin with. Oh, he wants to move up in his importance. So let's make him a regular starter, remove that one. He's gone for that. 22.5, I think we can afford that, but we'll just try and nudge it down a little bit. Yeah, we'll go with that. And that's that winger. Do we have anything in terms of a midfielder? We got anything in terms of a midfielder? Like a Marie Montour from Benfica, no less. Did we just make an offer for him? No, I don't think we did. 20 million, though. We haven't got that kind of money. What do we have? 22 minus 5, 17, about 14 mil. We might be able to afford him. We might be able to afford him. 20 mil. If we offer 10 mil up front, let's try it. I mean, he's a good player. He's a very, very good player. Yeah, I don't want... Yeah, Trevor, I don't want any release clauses. But at the moment, I'm not in a position to argue with them. And especially as Monaco are also probably going to be putting in a bid with him. And to be fair, he's not the greatest player in the world. And if somebody really does want to spend that kind of money on him, I'll take it. But at the moment, I really can't afford just to be turning players away. And if they are half decent, he's not a great player. He's a squad player, and that's what he will do, that job for most of the season. If he starts getting a lot of interest from big teams, Trevor, then we'll renegotiate his contract, especially if next season he'll become a regular starter. If he's done well, then we'll renegotiate his contract, and then we might take out the release clause. For now, though, I don't have any interest in upsetting players at all. I'll try to nudge their salary down a little bit. I like this boy. I'm going to try and get him. So we're going to try and offer 10 million. Add a installments over 6 monthly. Let's offer 11.25. Oh, they've gone for it. They've gone for it. We might just have got lucky there. Oh, except he's not interested in contract talks. Oh. And I don't understand that. If he's only just signed for his new club, why did his new club decide to sell him? Like, I don't know. Just doesn't make any sense at all to me, this game. Does not make any sense. And let's have a look and go back to my scouting page. Oh boy. Transfer windows are not my forte. I've been saying this for a long time. I hate transfer windows. Like the game contrives to do nasty things to you. I just hate transfer windows. Todd Cantwell. Oh boy. He probably would be a decent signing. He's a bit injury prone though, isn't he? Andre Anderson. No. He's not the right player. He's not the right player. He's not good enough. He will be a good player one day, I think, but he's not good enough at the moment. We need somebody good in midfield. And he's a ball winner. I don't need a ball winner. Sporting. He's the kind of player who will do a very good job. Only 4.5 mil, and he's got 4-star potential. He's got the mentals of a much older person. The only problem with him is that he can't tackle. His marking's okay, but he can't tackle. But I would be willing to take a chance on a 20-year-old who's got that kind of... Could even, like, focus him on being a centre mid. Again, lacks tackling, but he's got the right mentals for the game. And I'm getting desperate to sign players, and he's cheap. I wonder what we can pick him up for. I don't know why he's so cheap. 9k, let's offer him 9k. They want 3.3 million now, do they? Well, let's bring that down a bit. They want 6 million. Well, let's bring that down to 2 mil. And bring that down, because they originally said 4.5. Let's suggest that, yeah, they've gone for it. They were trying to rip me off, but 2.1 million, he's a very good player. Very good player indeed. And I'm wondering why he is that cheap. He's played 4 times this season, scored once, has an average rating of 7.17. Season before last, he had an average rating of 7.46. Was then bought by Sporting for 1.7 mil. He must have fallen out with someone, because he hasn't done that badly at all. Decent player, I think. So that's 2 in, if they come in. Oh, no way, not again, not again. Does not want to. Is the game going to leave me with 3 midfielders? Is that what it's planning to do? Nobody wants to sign again. Is that what it's planning to do? You can only have 3 midfielders. This is really interesting now. He's good. Again, he's got all the mentals that we need. Cheaper. 4-star potential. This time he can tackle. I'm going to make an offer for him. I'm getting desperate now, and I'm getting tired of players saying, let's suggest terms. Come down a little bit. I'll be happy with that. Maybe make that 20, not 25. Yeah, they've gone for that. I could probably have got him cheaper. I wonder if he will now come back and say, nah, not interested. Oh, he's very interested in negotiating terms. He's cheap wage, wants to be a regular starter though. Not sure I want him to be a regular starter, but my assistant thinks he's good enough to do that. Defensive midfielder with deep lying. Playmaker, he's gone for that. 32, let's give him 29.5. We don't want any annual wage rises. He's happy with that. We're all happy with that. We might have got 2 players in, so bolsters the squad a little bit. Players hopefully coming in. Baba Rahman, Bobson, and Mariba. Is he considering a contract, is he, Mariba? Oh, it might be interesting to see who comes in over the next few days then. Transfer window closes, and then we have to play Brentford. We might have 4 players coming in, which will be fairly nice. I'll be happy with that. Are you still here, Vince? Fleetwood caused a Carabao Cup upset. So did Burnley. Beating Exeter was a big upset result. I don't want to respond to those nonsense questions, thank you. Burnley raking record transfer income. We've actually taken in 40 million over the let's say no. I don't want to answer that one. That's a trick question because you're always going to upset people if you answer that one. Do I want to do the draw? Yeah, let's do the draw. No, we won't. We've got Stoke. Stoke who are in the Championship. Well, it's not a bad draw. I want some of these players to accept their contracts. We have 4. Bobson's waiting on a work permit. Mariba, Gobo, and Rahman. Hopefully they will accept soon. Rangers signed Tillman. What I don't want to do is to put them into the team straight away. As this is pretty much now a brand new team. But we're still in a job, which is kind of cool. He has been granted a work permit. Oh, come on. The game now has decided that Bobson cannot come as Santa Clara have so far failed to sign a replacement. It's just winding me up now. It knows I have a small squad. There's less than 2 days left in the transfer window. It does what it does. I've made my moves in the transfer window now. If the game beat them, that's fine. We'll go with a small squad. End of story. I can't be bothered to go through this silliness with the game. It does what it does. And I'm not searching through scouting anymore. We'll play with a small squad. And then when it turns to an injury crisis to cause me more problems, we won't be able to put a team out, hopefully. I'm not getting into all that nonsense. We'll go through the window, see what happens. I'm still waiting on 4 players. We're waiting on confirmation here. We're waiting on a contract here, contract here, contract here. It is what it is. We'll go through. We'll decline all of these things. I'm too busy to answer stupid reporters' questions. Worst performing attacking players. Oh, it's actually Blackburn, is it? No, I thought it was going to be us. Blackburn are apparently the worst performing team. They are in 17th. That's not very fair to them. We should be the worst performing team. João Pedro gets Young Player of the Month. Come on, somebody accept their contract. Nobody's going to accept their contracts in time, are they? That's what it's going to do next. Oh, Gobbo granted a work permit. That's good. He's set to sign, so we'll accept that. Baba Rahman set to sign. So we got 2 of them anyway. It's no way going to let me get all 4 of them, is it? But it will mean, I think, that we have, because he is an attacking mid. He can play as a centre mid, but he can't play as the DLP, which is what I was really wanting to bring in. Rahman, who is a fullback. Let's get these boys registered. They're not showing up on the squad list yet. And then Gobbo. The fans are pleased, slightly concerned with the number of players who can play attacking midfielder. Yeah, possibly you're right to question that. Send on a language course. Baba Rahman, Gobbo. We have 23 players. And we have done all that, haven't we? Bayek's busy welcoming all these players. Mariba, we thought he might. He is a wonder kid, actually. We thought he might reject the offer from Burnley. We wanted to get him in on loan, didn't we? That was what that was. And we thought we might be able to get him in on loan, but we still have a midfielder out there, don't we? If we look at what's left to come in, Bobson is a deep line playmaker, and although he's not the best looking player in the world, I still quite like the look of him. He's not got anything that's really poor in his mentals. He's not got anything that's really poor in his physicals. He does have good technique, tackling, marking. He can pass the ball, and he has a good, decent first touch. if we can just get him in, the game's got to realise I can't play this game on 3 midfielders. So if we can get in him, we'll have done very, very well. So if he puts pen to paper now, we will decline. The fans want 1 to 2 signings, so we've actually done that for the fans. We need that extra midfielder, though. We've got to have an extra midfielder. I don't, as time is running out as well, because I'm running out of time to find one. Maybe I should be looking to sign one and then cancel it at the last, because time is running out. And we still have that one player waiting, and he was cheap as well, and he'd be really cool to bring in. I wonder if I should just look to sign another player and then just sit on it. Attacking mid again. Another decent DLP. Not as good. Poor marking, poor tackling. Not as good though. Oh, I hate transfer windows. Do my head in. He's probably he's a ball winner. I don't want a ball winner there. Come on, these players are available. He's a DLP. Gregara. Can tackle. Good marking. Composure's a bit dodgy, but that's okay. Positioning, teamwork. He would be a good DLP reserve player. Squad player. Let's make an offer for him. Let's just go the bottom line. How much? 6 point. Let's go. Let's offer them 4.3. He's just a squad player, for goodness sake. Hi, sorry I can't read your name. Is it in Arabic? Is it what is your name? Can't read your name, but welcome to the live stream. Gregara is, I mean, I have no intention of signing him if the other boy comes in, but we'll negotiate with him. Squad player. If we can get him in as a squad player, we want to play him as a deep line playmaker. Okay, I've no intention of signing him unless the other one comes in, and it's going to be sold in the next couple of seasons anyway. Doesn't want much of a wage. That's pretty cool. Nothing there that needs to be worried about. But I want the other one. I don't want him, which is kind of makes me worry. But I had to have someone in case this other guy didn't sign his contract. I can't go into the season with 3 midfielders. I'm not interested in Gregara. Oh, now this is a problem, isn't it? He's come in first instead of second. And I can't delay because it's a must respond. Why can't I say, let's delay this for an hour? Hi, Hussein. Good to meet you. Welcome to the channel. Have you been here in the live stream before? I mean, we can afford to buy him. We can afford to probably buy both of them. So if the other one comes in as well, all well and good. So yeah, we could probably afford to buy both of them. We just got to hope that the other one doesn't reject the contract. I prefer the other one. He was a better player. But you know what this game does. This game is not very friendly. Oh, they think he's a very, very good player and has the potential to be a key player at the squad. I don't see it myself, but the fans are happy. One group of people off my back. And auto number. Nice to get the fans off your back, isn't it? Which is nice. And then squad registration. We can fit one more in there if he does come in. But there's only 2 hours left. It doesn't look like he's going to make his mind up in time. First time, well, welcome. With this is an interesting save. We are facing the sack here. And it's basically because the players do not play together. And I couldn't work this out all through the first season. And I could not work out what was wrong. They just did not look like they could play together. And it turns out that that's what it is. They're hopeless together as a squad. And what we've done is got rid of most of the squad, brought a new squad in, and they're still not playing together very well. And I guess that's the difficulty level for Burnley in this year. And Santa Clara is really not going to sign anyone. So you can get Bobson. I don't think we're going to get him. I would really like to get Bobson. But if Santa Clara and I don't find a replacement, he ain't coming. And that's probably what is going to happen. 24 mil release clause. Yeah, he might be a very good player. Who knows? He wants to be a regular starter. He's obviously confident. But again, we can see there's evidence that this team is not working quite right. Players are not training well. And that's an indication that things are not right amongst the players. And it's not the same players all the time. It's different players. We do have a very big game coming up. Got to get your acts together, boys. I need you to be doing better than this. One of them will probably be angry and tell me, oh, you're criticizing me too much. But no, we're okay. We got away with it. So yeah, not too happy with their training. Yeah, Santa Clara, not the richest club, Trevor, are they? And yeah, the Bobson deal has fallen through. Expected. But we did get that other boy in who the fans like. I'm not particularly impressed with him, but the fans like him. So it is a done deal. It is what it is. We still have 10 mil left. We don't have much in the wage budget, but come winter, if I'm still in a job, we might be able to do something with that 10 mil. But I don't think that I will be in a job at Christmas time. I think this is possibly my last few games. If we don't win in the Premier League soon, we've got very, very big problems. Just make sure registration is okay. Yeah, it's fine. Morale isn't that bad, as we just saw. Morale amongst the squad, it's not that bad. I was expecting it to be much worse, given that we've lost our last 5 fixtures, our last 4 fixtures before the last one. So morale is not that bad. When was the first time I played the game? Was 2011. 2011. It was like a long time ago. So let's have a look. Do I really want to change this team too much? Defensively, we should be solid. Bayek, Diallo, McCall. I don't really want to change this team too much. We do want to bring on to the bench Roberts, Rahman, Gobo can come onto the bench. And Gregera can come onto the bench. So that we have a pretty decent bench. We still... Yeah, we have a striker, don't we? Let's put them in order. Where's my left back? Where's the... Oh, there he is. Rahman is the left back. Where's the right back? Has to be Connor Roberts. So let's just put them in order. We don't need 2 central defenders. So we can now bring in Campbell. And so we'll have them Bastian, Gregara, Aspria, Gobo. So we got a decent bench. Probably got a better bench than we do a first team. And we need to just check out Brentford. Let's go to the data hub first. Next opponent. They had good momentum. Ray is a good goalkeeper. Yeah, we know that. Brentford are performing well above average in defensive stats. Creating better opportunities. Completed a lot of passes. Where are they in the league, Brentford? 12th. 4 points from 4. Have a look at their report. There's nothing really that jumps out at me from that. Hickey is good in defence. They might probably be focused down the right hand side. But they also have a good fullback on the left. Good vision. In terms of their weaknesses, they have no pace. Crossing is poor. They're not the greatest in teamwork or work rate. Marking is poor. I want players up front with good off the ball, I think. What's Leonardo got off the ball? 14. Lauren, 16. Twine, 40. Yeah. If we've got players with good off the ball, then we should be able to beat them. Just one more thing to look at before we go into this game. Let's go and have a look at their last match. And they beat Leicester 4-1. That was a pretty good victory. Tony played well. Damsgaard. 4-1. Pretty much spread out across the pitch. And wing play. We got to focus down the middle and just try and take out. Here's the... I thought it was going to be right hand side. There is a lot of action going on the right hand side, but here's what we need to take out. He looks like the left. This tactic could work against them because there will be space here. And the left back is very high up the pitch. He's much higher up the pitch than... So I think if we focus our play as normally happens down the left, then that will leave tons of space down here. And he will be exposed, I hope. I don't think there's too much that we need to worry about. Unless anybody else can see something I'm not seeing. They're not going to score 4 again, I don't think. So Bobson, too late. Don't even talk about Bobson. Let's play this game. Starting to get some favourable reactions from the players. Yes, Ignis, I am a little worried. We do need to get some points. And this is a game where we are away. And I'm not quite sure. I think we are away, aren't we? And I don't know whether... I think we should go into the game positive, build on the result that we had. I don't want to, like, take that momentum away from them. Let's go into it positive. I want to go down fighting. If I'm going to go down, let's go down fighting. Let's build on that positive result. Let's stay positive. They're not the best team in terms of their attributes. We are really firmly stuck on the bottom. If we win today, though, then we could go up to 18th place. Anything is possible. But I don't know why I don't feel very optimistic. I don't know why I feel that way. Probably because we've lost our first 4 games, and I haven't been in that situation for a long, long time. And Newcastle beat Brighton. We can still go up to 18th place. And cautious, are you having a laugh? And regroup, no, they're not that good. He's given them more credit. I'm probably going to check when I do the opposition instructions, just their front players, Ivan Toney. Now, they're not pacey, so I'm not going to fall into that. We can close him down. Just close him down. And then Rico Henry, right foot. That's what we'll do with him. Janelt has a decent amount of passing. He's not the best creative midfielder. He looks like a very good player. If I can survive this chaos and keep my job, I think Amadeusic will become a good player. This team, though, needs to get used to playing together. I think I will close him down, and that's it really. We'll just close him down. And he's quite a creative player, has good vision. They do have good vision, so I'm going to type mark him. Try and take him out of the game, Norgard. We do have players in midfield who can mark, so they should be able to. That's the whole point of this tactic. Don't buy players who can't mark for your midfield. They need to be able to do that. And he's going to play as a ball winner, isn't he? He's got decent passing and vision, though. I'm going to type mark him as well. And Mbuemo is pacey. We'll just right foot him. Stand off him a little bit. Damsgaard, he is actually a better player. I've done a Brentford save, and yeah, in FM they do give him a very, very good rating. He's not very strong or brave, so we'll hard tackle him and probably tight mark him. Hard tackle, that's what we wanted to do. And I really feel like Tony will tight mark him and left foot. I don't feel very optimistic for some reason. I don't know why. But let's go and play this match. And then we'll have a good cry afterwards with a nice cup of tea. If we can get 3 points, though, here, it'll be absolutely brilliant. We haven't had an episode where we've won both games for a long, long time. And it was the same team, wasn't it? Go out there, pick up where you went off. Let's go out there. I do have a good relationship with them. So, yeah, make me proud. And if players play well, then why not? We should get a result. But if they don't play well, then we ain't getting a result. We're up to 19th. That's a good sign. With 1 point, takes us up to 19th. Brentford are having the better of the game. They are focused down the right, which means I need to mark their left-hand side players. I think we do have them tight marked, don't we? I'm working on this theory that if a team is focusing down one side, they're trying to free up space down the other side. Oh, my lord. I'll take a point here, and that will move us up to 19th. That would be a start, won't it? A point. But I'd like to get 3 points if I can. If it is at all possible. Burnley are the better team, though. Brentford are the better team at the moment. And we need to be performing a lot better. I'm wondering why it's not working out. Let's have a look at our passing percentage. 94 for midfield. In defence, it's poor. That's 90%. It's up. Crosses completed. Our passing is good. So we are coming back into the game a little bit now. We just had a poor start. Coming back into the game. Match momentum. But Brentford have got it back again. And let's pick up this ball. Nice play. Diallo. Come on, you're good players. Come on. Damsgaard. He's not that good. Let's take the ball off him. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh boy. I don't know what to do. I absolutely have no idea what to do. I can't now go to cautious mentality because it just gives them the game. And I have no idea what to do. If these boys can't play together, they can't play together. We are facing the sack here. And that's unfortunate. Let's shout at them. I don't want to shout at them. I'm going to encourage them. Come on. They are a better team. I don't know what we're doing wrong. We told them to tight mark him. They didn't do it. And it's going back to like last season when players just didn't do what they're told. And Twine. Oh, come on. Clear. Absolutely clear through. I don't have this problem with any other team. Just go out and play without pressure. Why not say it? We're getting screwed for the 5th time this season. You've as a team, you've got me beat. I don't know what else to do. I think they are better than our XG is better than theirs. We've had equal amount of chances. It's frustrating, this. If they're not playing well together, though, they're not playing well together. To be fair, I don't want to be in charge of a team that hates each other. So probably best for me to leave. Larson, poor game. Costinho, poor game. Let's change both fullbacks then. They're all on yellow cards. change the defence. Diallo's having a dreadful game. Change the wingers. Does Asprilla play there? Yeah, he does. And last chance. Last chance. I wonder what the board will say at the end of this game. I wonder what the board feedback will be. Now I'm going to demand more. I'm going to go attacking. I've got nothing to lose. We've made all the changes now. We're just running out of time now. Brentford have clearly been the better team in terms of match momentum. Our XG is still better than Brentford's though. Our passing is as good, as absolutely equal with Brentford's. 2-0. Oh, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do except just to play the same way. Just keep trying to fight your way out of it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I am really tired of this save. I've never come across this problem before. And it's tiring me out. And I don't want to be in charge of the team. So let's get this agony out of the way. Yeah, go on, make it 3-0, why not? And I need to get this agony over. I'm getting tired of it now. I don't know why the game decides that this is the difficulty for Burnley. And it was so hard to see it. Not happy, basically. And we are firmly on the bottom of the table. We have no points. Let's have a look at what the board are saying. Attempt to avoid... Now they're saying attempt to avoid relegation, and they're satisfied. Deeply concerned that the team hasn't picked up a point so far. Defensively solid. I mean, we could try direct football. Yeah, let's change the tactic. Let's go direct. Why not? If that's what the board think will do better, then let's go direct. Again, I'm being blamed. Unwilling to experiment. Well, okay, we'll experiment in the next game. We'll go direct. See if that does anything. No, I'm not going to rest Leonardo. Well, that's it, boys. We have lost our first 5 games in the Premier League. I have absolutely no interest in being manager of this club anymore. And unless results change, then what is the point? We do have to play Blackburn, who are just above us in the league. And if we lose that one, then please get the sacking over with. In terms of the dynamics, it's no different. And it's not to do with me. It's to do with the fact that these guys cannot play together. It says the players are blending well together. I don't know what jobs are available, to be honest. But I've got to get out of here. If you don't like being somewhere, then you've got to get out. Yeah, I can imagine that is how they feel. And I chose Burnley because I thought this would be a really easy save to do. To get, it's kind of like get underneath the bonnet and the nuts and bolts. And I know I've been reading, people have been saying they find it difficult to transition between Championship and Prem. It's not that difficult if you get it right. And something we're not doing, we're not getting it right here. And And this has been an issue since we took over. These players cannot play together. It's not to do with me. The managerial support is good. The club atmosphere is average, but it's here. It's right there in the team cohesion there, and that's been since we took over a year and a half ago. They cannot play together, and maybe that's like every game, that every save you do in FM has some sort of difficulty. And the difficulty with Benfica was £500 million worth of debt. And my players were being sold all the time. But we were able to bring young players through, and we did well in the end. The difficulty in Scotland with the saves I did in Scotland was that you were only ever given 800 to £1 million in terms of transfer budget. You can only build a team so far on that kind of money. So we had to get out of there because there's no way we could take them any further on that kind of transfer budget. And then Preston didn't seem to have a difficulty level. As soon as we got to Preston, it was like took off, like a miracle had happened there. And the same has happened with Norwich. They don't seem to have any issues, Norwich, because we've just taken off and gone places I didn't dream were possible. But Burnley seem to have this, your issue here is your players won't play together. And I haven't come across this before, so it's totally new to me, and I have no idea how to deal with it. We've changed their training, put them in mentoring groups. Nothing is working. And I think the only thing is going to be, because it's a new squad, is going to be time. But I don't think that I've got time. And I'll be very surprised if I'm still in a job in a couple of weeks. But that might not be a bad thing. Let's go to the job centre. Oh, I don't want to list them all. Let's not list them all. I don't think there's any jobs available. No, there's no jobs available either. Sometimes this game drives me nuts. Just makes me feel absolutely persecuted. I don't know, need a cup of tea. Thanks for coming, guys. All I can do is hope it gets better. I'm not going to change anything. We'll go a little bit more direct if that's what the board want. If they're getting a clue, like saying it's my fault, I'm refusing to experiment, we'll change it. I can't change it too much because that'll make it worse. So we'll change it. We'll go direct, see what happens. But if you're not happy in a club, you've got to get out. It's the same in any job in life. If you're not happy, you've got to get out. And I'm not happy doing this job. Thanks for coming, guys. I hope you found not too boring and not too... I feel like embarrassed that we haven't won a game. I've never been in this position before. Never, ever have I not got a single point from the first 5 games. It's unexplainable. We'll be back next Tuesday. We'll keep battling, and when we get fired, we'll look for something else to do. It is painful, Gobby. It's very painful. I've never come across this, and I've never ever, since I've been playing, I don't think, lost the first 5 games in a season. It feels horrible. I wish I'd never picked Burnley. Wish I had picked a different team at the beginning rather than Burnley. And I only picked Burnley because I thought it'd be really easy. Oh well. I shall... Thanks, Josh. You have more faith in me than I have in me. Thanks, Josh. I shall go off now. Have a nice cup of tea, something to eat. Ponder again. And we shall see you next Tuesday. Thanks for coming, guys. Cheers, and see you next time.